Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, welcome to Forex Talk over a beer, Friday the 13th. Holy, Friday 13th. That should be some bad luck. Okay, I think we need some more lights. So let's try that. All right. So, yeah, I definitely don't like that light. I got something here. Whatever. All right. So, welcome. So, another episode Forex Talk over beer. So, this is going to be pretty short. I mean, we got a couple of trades to talk about. I'm going to actually talk about also trades I'm looking for next week and a special project. So if you're watching live, welcome. If you're watching the replay, welcome also. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you didn't subscribe yet, make sure to smash the like button as you come in on YouTube, even if you're watching the replay, because I know there's a lot of you watching the replay, especially today. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm pretty sure it's really nice all around the world right now. It's beautiful. So I know there's probably going to be less people tonight live, but that's all good. You know, the recording's going to be there for everyone. But yeah, so first thing first, Forex Talk over beer, the concept is pretty simple. We're going to crack up a beer together. We're going to enjoy a little drink, and we're going to talk Forex. So if you have any question, anything you want to talk about, questions, Forex or not related, I mean, don't be shy, ask your question. So the beer I'm going to be drinking with you guys tonight, it's a double IPA from La Nouvelle France. And yeah, so let's go. This one is 8%, and I'm sure it's going to be pretty tasty. There we go. Make sure to grab a drink. We're going to do the official cheers in just a minute or so. So if you don't have a drink, go grab a drink. It can be a glass of water. It can be like orange juice. Maybe it's the morning at your place. Maybe it's breakfast time. Maybe you have a glass of wine. Maybe you got some shots. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever you guys drinking right now, we do the official cheers. All right. So make sure you guys get ready with a drink. Make sure to smash the like button. Okay. Very important. Very, very important. Because again, I know I'm repeating myself, but since I only start to stream once per week, the algorithm doesn't really like me anymore. So I need your help. All right. All right, so first thing first, let's do the cheers. All right, so you guys got your camera ready. So you can snap a picture of the cheers, post it on your story, tag my name on it, and I will reshare it. All right, so guys, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, cheers. All right. If you didn't have time to take the picture, just rewind a little bit. Give me 1 second here. Just want to make sure it's not one of my students trying to talk to me. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. All right, cheers. Woo! This is really good. Ho, ho. Strong. Very, very strong. Very strong, my friend. Very strong. All right, so let's see some questions. Let's see some questions before we get into the trade analysis. Let's see. All right, so Andres, talk to us. How was your transformation from scalper to intraday swing trader? That's actually a pretty good question. This is something I wanted to cover today also, so that's a pretty good. And how was the course with Alex? Yeah, sure. Definitely going to cover that. So let's start with that. All right. So, I'm going to bring back this question here. All right. So talk to us about your transformation. So I didn't transform everything. I'm still scalping, right? Because this is the way I've been profitable for a couple of years now. So I mean, I'm not gonna stop scalping completely for sure, because I still like scalping. But I wanted to implement something new in my Forex journey, if you want. And I want to be like able to have like trade running and not looking at the screen, basically, you know. So this was the main thing for me, and I really liked the way that Alex was setting up his stuff, and that all set and forget thing. It's so smart. It just makes sense, right? And I've been scalping for a couple of years now, and I was not really good at swing trading. So I was like, why not going to see someone that is better than me that way, right? And I know out there's a lot of people who have courses who think all they think that they figured everything out and they're the best and nobody can show them something. I'm not that kind of person. I would never say I'm the best. I'm pretty sure I'm good, but I know for a fact there's people better than me, so I don't care. I don't care. And the most important thing is, are you making money at the end of the day? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Am I making money? If not, I mean, maybe you definitely want to go see someone that is making money and is going to be able to make you money, right? To help you make money, sorry. So anyways, so long story short, so yeah, went to that course and the transition, I mean, I would not call that a transition, but the learning has been pretty good, since I already have a pretty good base. I think it was a little bit more, I would not use the word easier, but I would say more simpler, I guess, since I already have a base, but also tougher at the same time because my eyes are used to see certain things and catch certain things. So there's some stuff I'm still having like a little hard time, figuring out some stuff, but I'm getting better every day. I'm doing it. So yeah, so it's been super well so far. I mean, my win ratio on the swing strategy, if you want. I don't like to call it strategy, but on the swing side, my win ratio so far has been pretty good since that course. I would say that probably took like 7, 8 trades since then. Got three, I think, three break even, one loss for sure, and the rest are wins at 2.5% or 3%, which is pretty awesome to be honest. So yeah, so pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about that. So we're gonna discuss that tonight. So hopefully that answered the question. If not, answer some more questions. Not answers, ask some more questions. Sorry guys. Cheers. All right, so now let's talk about sex, baby. No, that's not what I want to do. Damn, where's my chart? Oh, here. Here we go. Perfect. All right, so let's see here. Perfect. Let's bring it back to GJ. Right here. All right, perfect. Okay. So basically, this is GJ. All right, took 2 trades on GJ this week. All right, so the first one is right here. All right, so now first thing you need to know is if you look at this, the first thing we need to establish is, all right, so the monthly is bullish, right? All right, so we got the monthly time frame bullish. The weekly time frame is bullish. If you look, right? Weekly time frame is bullish, right? Boom, bullish. Now we got the retracement. And daily is bearish, right? And we are bearish on the daily since we broke that low, which is the equivalent of this one. We broke that low now, so now we are bearish on the daily. Okay, but at the moment that I took the first trade, it was still bullish on the daily, but 4 hour was bearish. And if you look here at 4 hours, we got the shampoo pattern. I like to call it the shampoo pattern, the head and shoulders. So all right, so basically I would love to use like a break and retest out of this zone, but I was not in front of the computer at that time, so that didn't work. The blue zone that you see there is the weekly resistance here. All right, so if you look back again on 4 hour, actually 1 hour, we finally broke under this area, and I was like, all right, can we retest this level? All right, so we finally retest ish. Don't forget, those are zones. Doesn't have to be the exact zone. Those are areas of interest, right? So what happened is this, we had a nice resistance form with the engulfing candle right here at 7 a.m. So what happened is I took and I waited the first entry, because I took 2 entries on that one. The first entry got stopped. Yeah, it was a full stop. Sorry, I was trying to figure out. It was a full stop. I took it on the 30-minute. That's why. Yeah. So the first entry was right here on the 30-minute. And the second entry was right here after this engulfing candle, Oh, no, no, no. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. That's why when you don't take notes, you're kind of. All right. So, first entry, I took it on the base on H1. The problem is there were some freaking news at that time, and price went up, took me out, and price came down. So, when I saw price starting to come down and coming back to the same area that I took, I thought, you know what? I'm going to give that trade a second chance because it makes sense now. Now we're rejecting. We didn't broke previous high. Makes sense. Now we're coming down. So once it flipped, I took the entry once again, and bam, we went to full TP on that one. That one was 2.1 RR. So that winner was bigger than my loser. On my first entry, I was risking 43 pips, and I did 94. So yeah, pretty good. So that trade was pretty simple. It was a quick scalp, took literally like maybe 30-ish minutes, and yeah, that's it. The exit was pretty good also. If you look, I mean, the exit was like right on the dot, man, because right after that it went push up again. So yeah, it was pretty happy with that. The reason why also, if you look right here, so this was the H4 support right here. So I took the exit a little above because I wanted to make sure that we hit, and that's it. I was aiming the 800 major, not major QB, but key level. So that's about it. So that was the first trade on GJ. Let's see more questions. How do you trade news days? I don't. To be honest, I don't really look at news. I look at news to see if there's something crazy. If there's something crazy, I'm gonna wait for the storm to pass, and I'll enter after. So it's like if you're going on a boat trip, all right, and they're announcing a tsunami. Are you gonna jump in your boat and say, "Hey, yeah, let's go have a nice little fun ride on the boat. It's gonna be a beautiful day"? And no, you're gonna sink. You know. So like trading NFP or those kind of big news, I mean, you can do it. I'm not saying you cannot do it, but I mean, it's gonna be rocky. You gotta be trading or backtesting news like for a while. Personally, I prefer to let the storm pass, and I enjoy the nice little boat ride right after that. So that's how I do trade news. I actually stay away. Um, how was the week this week? Actually, it was like so, and today's trade just like killed everything and like major profit now. So pretty happy. What was the hardest thing to become profitable, and what is your favorite time frame? Is you have cheers. The hardest thing. I guess the hardest thing is. Hmm, that's a good one. The hardest thing for me, I think I would say greed. Yeah, I would say greed. Because I was always wanting to get a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and finally got stopped at break even because I didn't secure profits. So for me, like a couple years ago, when I started securing profits, was a huge difference. So yeah, I think would say greed was one of the hardest thing, but the hardest thing in trading is yourself. I mean, it's finding yourself, finding your mental, like everything in here, is the toughest part, right? So yeah, that's would be my answer. Uh, and what's my favorite time frame? I don't really have a favorite time frame, but I do my entry mostly on 30 minutes or 1 hour. Well, I love the H4 now these days. I think H4 is so clean. I really love the H4 time frame these days. What's your pip goal as a scalper via swing trader? I don't really have a pip goal, to be honest. I have a percentage goal. So, like, while intraday, like swing, I mean, 2.5, 3%, I'll be super happy for my week. I'll sub with that because, I mean, 2.5, that's 10% a month, and that's easy, right? So that's, but I don't really like to have goals, to be honest. And the reason why is sometimes when you have goals, your head's not going to make you take the right decision. Because let's say you have a pip goal. Let's say your goal is 50 pips. And now your trade's at like 42. And you're like, I'm going to hit 50. I'm going to hit 50. I'm going to hit 50. But you know there's a resistance there. But you're holding your trade just because you need to hit your 50 pip goal, right? So that's why I don't really like those kind of pip goal thing. I tried before and I was not taking the right decision, So that's the reason why. I just prefer to. My target is to be in the blue every week. That's it. Who cares? Who cares if 1 pip, 2 pips, 7 pips, 2,000 pips? If you're in blue, you accomplish your mission. The rest will come. Don't stress. The rest will come. All right, so let's talk about the second trade. Cheers, guys. Hey, don't forget to smash the like button as you come in. Very important. That's the only thing I ask. I don't ask for much, right? So make sure. All right, let's talk about this second trade. This was today, actually. This was today. Quick scalp. Bam, 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 bam. So it went to 23 pips profit. So it was pretty good. But I didn't close anything. Put stop at break even. Unfortunately, I got stopped out. But the idea behind that trade was right here. All right, so it was based on this 4-hour candle. All right, so basically we had a retest of 500 level, which is our QP right here. Can we place a line? Where's my QP? There we go. All right. So basically, we had a retest of this level, and we retested 500. We closed under 250. Nice engulfing candles. So I was like, all right, great. So what happened is when I saw price coming down, it went up here. We respected previous high, start coming down, and when it started flipping, I took the entry based on that H4, right? So I was hoping to, not hoping, but I was targeting to retest that low and eventually create a new low. So this was the target, all right? So the target was to create a new low, but instead we just rejected. So as soon as I was like at 20, I think it was 18 pips, I moved stop to break even. And once after this, it was about 9. Oh yeah, this was the new 4-hour candle. I got stopped out at break even right here. So, oh well. So GG was a break even today. But now let's talk about next week, because this is something I've been waiting for days, like actually 2 weeks. Since we broke, actually more than that, since we broke this area right here, I've been waiting to retest this area to go along. So now we just broke it, we retested. So now I need a support form to be able to swing that to the upside, right? So I want to see something, here, closing bullish. But yeah, it might take another week or so, but that should be a pretty nice setup. Obviously, if next week comes down and we close under this area, I mean, the trade idea is going to be invalid, obviously. But right now, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for next week. I'm waiting for a break of this zone, a retest, to continue to the upside. And the reason why is, if you look, we got monthly bullish, weekly bullish. Now we need daily. Let me delete this. We need daily to flip bullish, right? So we need daily to flip bullish to be able to take a trade to the upside. So easy peasy. Let's see. And we're going to go talk about that gold trade that I took earlier. Let's see here. Cheers. Any tips to hold more the trades and let them run? I closed too much partials during the trade. Thanks. I mean, it all depends. All depends. When you enter the trade, what was your goal? What was your exit? When you enter a trade, you should know exactly where's your stop loss, where's your take profit, right? And where is the area of problem where you might want to secure profits, right? So, I mean, if you look at, I don't know, let's say we look at, say we look at this here. All right, so let's say I was in let's say I'm in a buy here. Okay, so of course I know that this area here. Oh, let's remove this. This area here, right? It might be problem. So if price comes up over here, I need to know that I need to secure profits, right? Because I mean, we might reject. But if it's clean traffic and we don't have this shit, I'm gonna hold it all the way up, right? It all depends. You need to know where's your area of problem. Um, but if not, I mean, you set up your thing, and like Alex always says, you set and you fucking forget, right? So that is something I've been working on myself. Also, I'm getting much better every time now. So the thing I do is I actually set up my stuff. I put my stop loss. I know I'm risking 1%, and I put my TP. Depends. I'm gonna put it like at 2.5 RR or 3, depending on the space I have. Like if there's area of problems, is there a major like resistance, support, or key level, whatever. I'm gonna use those as targets. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close my MT4 and leave the room. So that's the best way to do it. Best way to do it. So and you come check it out, the next morning, and you're either like so what I'll do also with Magic Key, I'm gonna place my auto break even at 11 pips. No, 11 pips. That's when I'm scalping. Sorry, but I'm gonna place my auto break even at 1-to-1. So I'm gonna place my auto break even. So if it hits 1-to-1, it's gonna place my stop loss at break even. So during the night or whatever during the day, if it hit my stop loss, it's gonna be at break even. If it went to 1-to-1, if not, I'm losing 1%. And if I win 3%, which is awesome, right? So that would be the only way to do it, basically. Hey, cheers, guys. Let's see. I think there's another question coming up. By the way, guys, thank you for asking question. That makes it so much more fun. Thank you so much. Smash the like button as you come in. Don't forget. I answered that already. Do you move your SL with your new approach? Oh, here we go. I just answered that without knowing your question. So yes, I do at 1-to-1. All right. So we discussed GJ. All right. So now let's discuss gold. Gold had a little trade today. Let's see. Man, this exit was on the fucking dot. Okay, so when I talk about like key points, key levels, this is a perfect example. All right, this is a perfect example. This is 1800 right here. Right, so this is 1800 key level. So what I did is I placed my TP just a little bit above because I wanted to make sure this is like 1801 something. Just to make sure we hit, because we know that this is a major key level, 1800, and it can reject hard. And this is exactly what it did. So what happened there is it was actually the H4 candle right now. This is the dogtail setup on the H4 candle. This is one of my favorite setup. So basically, it went up first, and it started coming down, and bam, it was like the 9 a.m. NYSE open. We start to broke the low on H4. So I was like, all right, cool. So let me use a fixed no, I didn't use a fixed stop loss. I think I placed my stop just a little bit above that current candle. Yeah, exactly. So it gave me like a stop of how many pips was that? Whatever, 34 pips. And I secure like 74. Actually, a little less because I completely forgot to move my TP. So I kind of closed manually. I think it was like around like 69, 68, if I remember correctly. But still, like a 2-to-1 risk ratio on a scalp, which is pretty cool because usually scalping, I usually aim for 1-to-1 or 1.5. So this was pretty good. So that trade just put me like in some pretty good profits for the week. So I was because this one I don't use percentage base. When I do trade gold, I use fixed lot size. So that one was really good. Cheers, guys. So yeah, pretty simple setup, but the dogtail setup on the H4 works pretty well. Except that I don't have anything crazy. Oh, here. That was last week. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where is it? Oh shit! I should have hold that. Yeah, I closed that one. Okay. Yo, are you serious? Wow. Okay. Anyways, so now here, this is NZD/GPY. This is something I'm looking for next week. Okay. So if you look here, we got this area here, that's being retested. Plus, we just dipped into that golden zone. Monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish, daily is now bearish, right? But now we look like we're going to be forming support into that daily golden zone, which is going to be good. So basically, I'm going to be waiting for a market structure switch, because right now we're still right here. All right, so right now we are bullish on H4. So we create a new high. Now we're broke. So now I want to retest this, form support to continue up. So I'm going to go in a lower time frame, and I want to see price coming down, retest this here, right here, form support, and I'm going to take it up to the upside on a swing idea. So yeah, so that's something I'm looking at for next week. Same setup here with AUD/GPY. Same idea right here. Bam. Right in that daily golden zone. I've been waiting for this for days. So now it's finally playing out. Yeah. So now just gonna wait for a pullback and nice support form with engulfing candle. I'm gonna take it up to the upside. Yeah, so that's something I'm looking for. I got a nice project I'm working on also with a company right now, which is super cool. They're going to be providing like Forex education. I'm also going to give access to my course to anyone who actually use that platform. So if you want more info, send me a DM on Instagram. But it's basically a platform that's going to allow you to make money on the course that you buy, right? So let's say you buy my course like at $5.99. What's going to happen if you buy my course? I'm going to take that money, I'm going to bank it, and that's it. You're going to have the knowledge. I'm going to mentor you, and that's it. That's all, right? What if I can tell you that same $5.99 can actually make you money as you learn? And the reason why is that company, what they do, like they're going to take that money. Let's say you spend $5.99 or $1,000, whatever the amount you spend, right? They're going to use the money. They're actually going to lock that money for like, I think it's 50 weeks. And they're gonna trade it. They're gonna, since it's your money, they're gonna give you a return between 2 to 4%. It's actually they call that a reward program, and they're gonna give you between 2 to 4% per week. You can actually compound it or actually withdraw profit every week if you want. So the cool thing about that is whatever you'll be spending money on learning something, but now that same money can actually earn you money at the same time. So why not? So I really, really like that concept. It's pretty smart, pretty cool. So if you want more info about that or you're curious about it, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram and I'll hook you up. It's gonna be pretty, pretty, pretty cool. Because I mean, after a couple of weeks, you have profits to actually put in your MT4 account or MT5 account to actually trade, which is kind of cool if you think about it. So, all right, guys. So let's see. Do we have any more questions? Let me see. Do we have any more questions? Cheers, guys. Do we have any more questions? Oh, let's talk about this for 1 second. So people told me I was a retard, crazy, last year around October, November, actually way before that, but October, November, I said Bitcoin's going to go to 32K. And if we break 32K, we're going to go straight down. And this was drawn on my charts since so long, right? But if we break under 32K, we're going to 10K. And people said, you're crazy. We're never going to go to 32K. We're going to 100K. And you know what? We went to 32K, and we actually broke 32K. Now, this weekly candle just closed under 32K. So now if we can get a nice retest here, bam, this shit is coming down hard, right? So so yeah. Anyways, so that was just a little something about Bitcoin. But let's see. Do you add anything else? I don't think I have more trade this week. I don't think so. This one was last week. This one was last week. Yeah, all the rest. It's been a pretty soft week, to be honest. Like, nothing crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that now. So, yeah, that's about it. So let's see. Any more questions? Um, cheers, Ryan. Cheers, buddy. Good luck next week. Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you Tuesday morning for another live trading session. And if you're curious about the platform I was talking about, send me a DM on Instagram and we'll talk. All right. So thank you so much again. Wish you an amazing weekend. Have fun. Don't do anything stupid. And I'll see you on Tuesday morning, guys. Take care.